Hi guys, how are you? Hopefully you are all doing well. I'm here to give you a divine feminine reading today. As I was preparing and meditating on the reading, they gave me a song, and I don't want to say the name because every time I do that, they don't monetize my videos, even though I only make like 50 cents off a video, maybe. So, the words are, to know you is to be part of you and everything I want. But it was like, basically the words that they were doing was, I fell in love with a beautiful stranger. To know you is to be part of you. So, and then they showed me, for some of you, there are soul family present here already for this reading. And they are coming in to check. So I guess they're coming in to help me send the message out to whoever this message is needed to. Did you learn your final lesson? Because the words of the song say, I fell in love with a beautiful stranger. I feel like for those of you who have learned this lesson, you are going to fall in love with a beautiful stranger. So, yeah. See, somebody who you will want to stay with, they're saying. We have a whole bunch of council members present today. We have Archangels Barasil, Cassiel, and Sachiel present with my high self and spirit. The Masters Councils, the I Am Council. Yeah, I'm sorry. They showed me so many messages already. So I was like, okay, and this is for the divine feminine. And they already directed me to my deck. So hopefully you guys will resonate with what's going on here. Please like, share, and subscribe, guys. For those of you who like the videos, and if you love the videos, please subscribe. You'll receive notifications every single time I upload something or go live. And if you want a private reading, please email me at phoenixrisingbydior@gmail.com. I think you have come to some realizations, femmes, that you had no value before in your other situation because you couldn't see clearly. Basically, yeah. You didn't, whatever you, it's almost like they were saying, whatever you tried to achieve, you never really achieved it. You never really got what you were looking for, I guess. And they just said, you know, rejection is God protection. And also, sometimes we pray and pray and pray for something to happen. And then years down the road, you pray and pray and thank God that it didn't happen. Thank God that it didn't happen. So, yeah. It's almost like, you know, things weren't happening, I want to say, for you. Even though you were trying, it wasn't happening. See, you had to go within to your sacred place. You needed to find the divine in you. Okay? You needed to bring balance. This isn't about another person. It's about you. It's about healing your soul. It's about healing your journey and making definitive choices and changing the path that was best suited for you. Maybe not what you had always wanted, but it was best suited for you. I just heard them say you had envy and hatred in your heart. You needed to let that go. Some type of envy and hatred in your heart that needs to be left alone. So give it to God. This envy and hatred that you were harboring in your heart of hearts, maybe you didn't even realize you were. This could be towards an ex, towards a family member, towards a friend. This is why things didn't take off the ground for you, even if you thought you were doing everything right. It's almost like, no, don't shoot the messenger. It's almost like some of you maybe didn't realize you were drama seekers, or maybe I just saw them go like you liked to like just kind of twist something just a little bit, so just to see how it was going to take off to a different direction, just because maybe you were unhappy that somebody else was happy. All human nature stuff, all things that people do, right? And maybe subconsciously you did it more on a subconscious level than a conscious level. And then I just saw somebody like realizing what they were doing, and they kind of checked themselves like, whoa, what am I doing? Like, what am I saying? Like, why would I do that? You know? But that's why things weren't like taking off for you. This is why you had a lot of heartache when it came to finding someone that you were going to be in union with. Or why you had a lot of heartache with somebody you were in union with, who you thought was going to give you that happily ever after. I think you were stressed out. You didn't understand. You couldn't understand why things weren't happening for you. You loved to envy other people, almost, they're saying. I don't know why. I'm just feeling like I don't think you really knew you did. So don't like be upset with yourself, right? As I was saying the other day when I was talking about the karmic and the masculine, and someone was accusing me of saying, oh, you're on the karmic side. No, we were all karmics at one point. We have to learn lessons to evolve to divine feminine status, right? Then for some of us, we evolve to the high priestess, to the empress, to the hierophant, like really, like, but all of these stages, they're stages. This was a phase that maybe you didn't realize you harbored within you. But this was the block, let's say. This was the thing that was stopping you from attracting in what you wanted in your life. See, you needed to end that past cycle and bring balance into your life and learn, okay, ending that way is, if you feel like you've been manifesting and things are working for you now, it's because you let go of that. And you really started, once you let go of that love for being envious of other people, or sometimes like it satisfies the soul for some people. I don't know why they just showed me my ex-mother-in-law in my face. She loved it when things went bad for people. You could just see she had this look on her face like, And you're just like, and I just remember like being like, ew, like what's wrong with you? Like how do you think that's good? It's not good to be like that. But sometimes we don't see that we're acting like that towards other people. Explain this, please. You weren't appreciated in this past cycle. For some of you, I feel like you may have returned to somebody from your past thinking that things were going to be better, and you were only left out in the cold. This could have been a father of a children, or a dad, a father figure. Somebody was supposed to be a father figure. But I just heard you were approached with cunning lies. Cunning, deceptive ways. I feel like they were cloaked with something amazing on the outside, but on the inside it was all deception, all lies. You were never truly appreciated. Maybe you had to walk away from a family because you wanted more. Okay, what else you want to tell the feminines? You released yourself from it. But when you did, it's almost like, I want to say for some of you guys, your heart hardened a little bit when you did. Maybe because they kept you bounded for some reason. They kept you tied into a situation you didn't want to, and they didn't appreciate you. So maybe you turned a blind eye, I heard. Didn't see things that maybe should have been seen. But that turning a blind eye and you hardening your heart just a little bit is exactly what you needed to see. It made you think about all the different possibilities. And I think that was the turning point for you to really see the spiritual path too, for whoever this reading is resonating with. Maybe you were on one, but I feel like something about that moment in time for you triggered you, they're saying. See, and you immediately decided you won't be deceived anymore. You won't be deceitful anymore, because maybe this envy thing is being deceitful towards others. Think about it. When you are envious of somebody, you must be thinking something that you probably shouldn't be thinking, right? Give me some examples, please. Oh, look at her. Look how good she looks. Look how easy her life is. Or look at him. Oh, look at that car. Look at his wife. Look at that. Why does he get to have that? He's an asshole. Whatever. You know, like I'm just thinking. When you think these things about other people, or you really loathe somebody, your envy brings you to loathing. You low-key are putting curses on those people. Your envy towards them puts a curse on them. You create more karma for you. I feel like when you got to this point, it's almost like you woke up to this. Maybe you heard something about the laws of attraction. Like attracts like. If you're envious of others, others are going to be envious of you. But envy isn't a good thing. People always talked about envy as being almost a good thing. Or being jealous of somebody. You shouldn't be jealous of somebody or envious of them. You should be happy for them. And then good things come into your world because you're happy for somebody else. But if you're secretly envious and jealous of other people, you get hit in the face with a karma stick, I'm not going to lie. It comes up in ways you don't even expect. Sometimes it's your health. Sometimes it's your wealth. Sometimes it's family life, work life. You know, it can come in many forms. Many forms. Okay, what's the next deck? Do you want to speak to the feminines, please? Okay. These out of the way. Feminines, we're going to tell the feminines. And remember at the beginning of the reading, you have what's the percentage of my viewers have a soul family member present here today? What percentage? 65%, guys. 65% of you guys have soul family present today to see if you learned from your past. Because they want to give you something. It's time to be free, guys. It's time to take action. It's time to be happy. Just can't make it up. Reflections. What you contemplate can actualize. And what the fuck were we just talking about? If you feel envious of your friends, you're creating the same situation for you. And I'm not talking about in a good way. If you're envious of them because they're millionaires, you're just going to create misery in your life. It's not that you're going to get what they have. This ugly thing or this thing that's brewing in you is going to reflect somehow in your world. Probably not in the way you expect it. Your car is going to break down. Your homeowner's insurance just went up like $3,000 this year. I'm telling you, it happens in other ways. I have this weird, annoying rash all over my body. What's going on? I have a migraine. I'm telling you, it's going to bite you in the ass. So really, guys, I know it sounds impossible, and I say this a lot. Whomever you hate, dislike, whatever the case may be, you have to change this around. Okay, they just said to me, give them this example, which they haven't given me the outcome of the example, but I'm going to start and see what they give me. Okay. So say you are in love with your DM, and your DM has a karmic. The word, I used it. And the karmic is another lover, a baby's mama, a daunting mother who won't leave this person's side, or whatever the case may be. But I'm going to say, let's say this DM has another mate that they're intimate with, and they live with, and they have a life with. Who knows? Maybe they even have kids with these people. By you being envious of them, or jealous, or harbor hatred or resentment, that's all you're going to get back in your life. All those things I just said. I know it sounds hard, but you really have to wish them well. Send them love. When you see them or when you think about them, say, God, I send them love. Wish them all the blessings and abundance that is deserving upon them. Because you will be giving them what is deserving upon them. You're not wishing them ill. You're just blessing them what they are deserving of. So if they wish bad on you, they will get bad on them. But you truly have to feel in your heart that you do wish them well. Because God and the universe are not stupid. They know exactly what you feel. And you can say, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Father. I'm not perfect. I do get a little bit jealous, but I do wish them well. If they're meant to be together, I wish them all the happiness in the world. And I am deserving of all the happiness in my world. You will start creating the most beautiful world on the outside, but first, you're going to be starting the most beautiful world on the inside. Each barrier you break down, the less resentment you hold, the less anger, the less hatred, the more purified your soul becomes. the more your status elevates, the more high vibrational you become. The more high vibe you are, the more you attract high vibe people. Now, it's not to say that you're gonna not attract low vibe people, because they're always there. The devil's there, the minions are there. They always want to mess with you. They always want to test you. It's your job to be better. If you are truly divine feminine, if you are truly high priestess, empress status, you would already know everything I'm saying, and you already are doing everything I'm saying. See? It will be clear as day. It will be transparent. The more authentic you are, the more the divine is going to send you gifts. They know. You can lie to yourself, but they know what you're thinking. They know what you're feeling. It is okay to forgive yourself for everything, because you're supposed to forgive yourself from your past. But what they want you to do is, honestly, they want you to say it out loud. They want you to say it out loud. That's funny how I say that. See? Not by yourself. They want you, and not to think it in your head. They want you to say it out loud. By yourself. Oh my God, do you see the orbs are just flying through my freaking screen? It's just so cool. They want you to say it out loud. They want you to say, God, I am sorry. I'm sorry for doing this. Say what it is. Say your transgression out loud to God. Like I said, you don't have to say it to everybody. Just say it out loud to yourself when you're all by yourself. I'm so sorry for doing this. It was wrong of me. I never want to do that again. That's it. It's okay. Like manifesting, we manifest out loud, because the more we say it, the more we start to transition our thought patterns, and our thought patterns start to accumulate this, and we start attracting from the universe, right? Same thing. Sometimes we think we forgave ourselves for the thing that we did, but maybe you didn't 100%. Maybe it has to do with this envy of somebody else. But maybe it's time to just really say it out loud, so that you hear it, God hears it, the universe hears it. I don't have to hear it, unless you want to tell me. But it will literally start putting forgiveness in your heart, because you're asking for forgiveness. And then maybe even say, I forgive so-and-so for doing this to me. Transparency. Being transparent with yourself. We are our own worst victims of pulling the wool over our own eyes. Most people who meet me in person, and I think you already kind of get a little bit of the gist of it through my channel, they're like, you are the most blunt person I know. You're so transparent. Sorry, I have things coming up all over my screen. Sometimes it's people judge you for being transparent. I learned a long time ago, it's not okay to be transparent. But the thing is that we block ourselves from seeing our own truth. And I feel like your loved ones who are here today and need you to hear this message, I want to know if you've learned these lessons yet. You harboring resentment, hatred, not forgiving. If you can't If you think you forgive somebody else, but you can't forgive yourself, then you haven't forgiven anybody yet. It starts with you. They just came that song. It starts with one. That's an alternative song. It starts with you. Forgive yourself for what you've done. Then forgive the others. Because when you forgive the others and you forgive yourself, you're letting go of this hatred and resentment. Because you have hatred and resentment in your life, all you're going to do is reflect hatred and resentment coming back to you in your life. You can't attract good if you're truly not good inside. It's funny. Yeah, this is after me just lecturing on the unseen, the things that you don't see, the things that are lurking, your dirty, dark deeds, yours, the things you don't want to see, are exactly the things that you need to see to make you evolve to the next phase. Face those demons, guys. You can do anything once you face your demons. Who do you have to hide from? Think about it. If God forgives you and you forgive you, who should you be afraid of? Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Let me see something. For some of you, they're saying this may take a lot of time to get through this phase. But they have a card here that I'm kind of confused with. I want a little bit of clarity on this. Give me some clarity on this, please. You have a scarcity mindset. There's a sense of lack, like you're not going to receive. You're afraid to maybe do this because you're not going to get what you want. The thing is, like I said earlier in the video, it's not always what you want. It's what the universe also is going to give you, what you are meant to have. They're saying just open your heart to the endless possibilities that the universe is going to give you, and you will receive. It may not be what you thought you were going to receive, or how you were going to receive it, or when you were going to receive it. It may not look like the thing you thought you were going to receive. But if you have a clean, clear conscience and heart and state of mind, you will receive. The universe will gift you what is necessary and what you are deserving. What are you creating in your head? Because if it's shit, you're going to get shit. If it's positive, if it's love. I'm still doing the reading. If it's forgiveness, if it's joy, you're going to be receiving that back. I feel like we're done here, but let me just ask. Okay, we are good for today, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Love and light. Bye, guys.